Welcome back, guys. So, in between episodes, I just did about 5 minutes of work getting our oil up and running. A few things that have changed is that last time we saw that we had oil times 1. Now the oil barrels times 50 in output oil, because then we'll always have 100,000 oil in the system, and that equates to about 2,000 barrels. And we might change it later, but we're going with 2,000 barrels for now in a surplus. So yeah, that will mean that the train works flawlessly. I've also changed our setup up here. Just set it down to 90,000 instead of 100, so it will work before it completely fills up. I think that will work for what we need in the foreseeable future. So yeah, that is very, very good. What I also did is that at our depot we had the issue of it backing up behind other trains since they're all named the same. So what I did is I had LTN fluid depot where only fluid should be going in, but it seems something else is going in as well, so I might have to check on that. But on to today's episode. What I wanted to get done this time is, or this episode is pretty much starting to build things in space again. We've been putting it off for quite a while now, and I think it's time we have a look at it again. So what we're working towards, if we're just looking at this, is the science, and I think the next one is production science. Oh, not production, sorry, it's called I think it's energy science, something like that. Isn't that the next one in the line? It is, just down here. So let's work towards getting that one, since the rest is further down. But let's go for atomic space science. I think that has some cool things locked behind it. Here we have the space train, might also be good if we go for energy science packs first. Not sure which one is most important at the moment. Definitely not that one. But it could be our trains in space, but we'll just check a little later. So let's work towards astronomic science packs first. For that we need a supercomputer and telescope and other things. So let's just start to queue up a bit of research and get a lot of this done. Those two, get that one and that one, that one, and blue science. So now that we have this, we can start to work towards it. What does it need? It needs data, then needs light and fluids, and more things, and even more things. Might be harder to get than I first anticipated. Let's just do a check here. How many ways can we craft it? Of course there's outputs as well. So that's going to be quite exciting. But first, let's bring some resources with us into space. Our base should just keep working here on the ground with no issues. At least there shouldn't be any issues. And we can just expand out with a bit more solar. We don't need to do this grid. We can do any grid we want. But I've grown quite accustomed to that one, even though we're quite out of space. So let's just put down a few we can move if needed. So let's just do it like right here. We might block off something we need, but we'll just do it for now. More science, or not more science, more solar fields. Let's do one right here for when this is cleared out, and do one just below to have a bit more power. So that'll give our base something to do while we go into space and check out on what we need to craft it. So let's grab all of the things we need, or at least a lot of them, and that entitles. Let's see what else does the other things need. Let's just check for the fun. This one is also, seems most of them need the same things. So we need space manufacturers. Let's pretty much just grab a ton of these and bring into space. I'm not quite sure how many of them we need. Let's give them space labs, space pipe, space underground things, and see if we can craft anything new for space. It seems we can craft the laboratory. Let's just set that one up. And down here we have the recycling facility. Is that the other one we could make? Yes. So let's bring that into space and see if we can't do something with it. And just let the rest of our base run right here. This should be done very soon. These are just producing nicely. And the rest of it should just be building as needed. And a resource coming in. So I have no idea if I'm bringing enough into space by doing this, but let's grab a bit of iron as well. Let's grab some copper. Go get some steel. I know this is a kind of manual way to do it, but at least then we have some of the things we might need in space. You can see we need at least quite a few things, so we might need to start setting up supply routes into space, which is going to be quite exciting. So let's just grab one of these and be on our merry way. Space science pack. Oh, we can craft that as well. So we don't need to send rockets to do that. Let's just wait a second with this then, because we have been discovering quite a few things. And if that is not needed for the science, we might as well just set it up the old-fashioned way. Huh. Well, great. So just before we go to space, let's set up our space science here on the ground. I think that will be the best solution. But it is a bit different to the other ones. So what we need for this one is we need to have fluids in. So let's do it all the way over here. Let's see, how did we do it the other setup up here? How much fluids do we need? 120, that's not that bad. So we can pretty much go with, yeah, side loading setup. Or let's just try this and see if we can't set it up as we want, because then we would like to get these. So 1, 2, at least as soon as the robots get here, and we'll build it, and then we can make space science. Wow, wonder where they're at. They are quite slow today. Let's get a few on me of these, might be a bit better. There we go. I'd like you to get liquid rocket fuel out. Means request some of that. In with the pipe. Set it to space science packs. Request the items it needs. Put in productivity modules. And then we at least should have some kind of space science going. Just like this. And let's just expand it down so we have it completely filled. Yeah, let's go to right there for now, that is fine. So let's just keep this running. And I was going to grab some things before going into space, but I completely forgot what it was. So it's probably just the one over here. So let's grab some of these. Get some chests, might be good to have in space. Maybe some cargo landing pads might be good. And some silo. Might not need the silo, but we have it on us now. So let's go into space and give it some more research. Or should we just take a bit more with us? We might as well. Let's see if we just do this. Throw it all into this one instead, since we kinda need the room for some of the science. There's more science for you. And now we'll start to tax the base a lot. Military science, how much is that used for? I can't check like that, I have to go into here and look at it. It's not really used for that much, though it is needed in space, so I will bring it. So let's just bring this and go into space. And bring some roboports. Even more roboports. So we have big electric poles. We have a lot of other things. I would like to get over here. Get a few more of these. Can never have too many roboports in space. And then we need robots as well. Can we just steal some from here? Luckily we can, since we have quite a bit stored up. And there we go. Let's grab a few construction robots as well. We don't need that many, but we need some. What can we go rid of? Chests we can craft, I think, if needed. So let's go to space. Go down here, go in. I'd like to go to the orbit, so let's go check on what's going on in space and see how much of this survives the trip. That's kind of what I'm most excited for. And just look at our LTN going completely crazy, trying to deliver all the things we need. Okay, I landed a bit away from the space platform, and hopefully we didn't lose too much of our... It seems we lost a ton of resources, or is it just me? I feel like I messed something up. Oh well, that is fine. I'll just go over and throw this into our area over here. see. Oh, and I've completely forgot to bring the scaffolding from the destroyed ship. So yeah, this is quite a strange start. No idea if this is good or bad. It just is at the moment. So let's figure out this space thingamajig. Let's see, robots in here. That one. There's a ton of things we don't need. To be honest, I have a feeling that you should just kind of fill your inventory whatever you need, and don't fill what's it called, the rest of it with anything. Solar panels is also very useful. But let's go grab some of the scaffolding all the way over here. Hopefully we have enough room. Let's see, does this have something as well? No. I can pick that one up. Oh, this is bad. Where did all my scaffolding go? Some scaffolding right here. So let's go over and use that. And we really need to upgrade how much of things survive going into space, because this is it's not good. Also, we need to figure out how to land properly in space, since this is not optimal. But we can expand our platform a bit. That is extremely optimal. Not scrap. I want to get all your scaffolding here. Let's just fill in a lot of this for now. Let's see how much we have to do it. That gave us a bit more room. Very nice. And now we can start to set up a bit of power production here. So we don't need accumulators in space, since it's always daytime. Let's just check that to how it looks. Always daytime. It's just kind of working. So that means we can tightly pack, or we can do it like this to make something that's easy to expand. So can we copy this and just place it down? Ooh, and let's get up a roboport as well to get some robots into the air and start to make things. So where are the robots? We have some roboports right here. Let's see if this is the top right corner for now. Right here. We should be able to just use a blueprint, I'm guessing. This one. Over to here. Need to go grab some more scaffolding. That is for sure. That gives us robots. Go into there, and let's grab some construction ones as well. And then we would like to have a few. Let's do storage chests instead of this one, because now we have robots building things in space. We have some repair packs. We can also just throw them in here for now, together with that one. Repair packs, repairing everything. So let's go grab the rest of our items over here. Let's just throw whatever we have into these for now. Then it'll just fill whatever we need. And hopefully they don't crash too much up here. So let's continue over to the crash site. daisy. Here we go. And see, we have a ton of science here. Nothing needed here, nothing there. Here is a lot of science, but we also lost quite a bit, I think. Where did our scaffolding go? Was that all the scaffolding we had? The rest is just science. We can deconstruct all of this. Doesn't seem like we have too much. Oh, there we go. That's all is filled with scrap. So let's go back to our moon base. That can pretty much only do science right now until we expand it. If I can figure out how that works. So take all the science, please. Go, and a ton of scrap. And then we can do a requester over here. I think we have to request a chest from the... Can't I do blueprints up here? Oh, did I put in the blueprints books somewhere that I needed them? There we go. That was why. Thought I was going crazy for a minute there. But what we should be able to do now is take our... Don't we have it in here? We don't. But then we should be able to just go look at Navius right here. Then I'd like to copy paste pretty much. Where's our science cell? Right here. That one. And take it into space. Definitely not like that. Let's go down here again and just do it the old-fashioned way. I do copy a view. Thank you. And then we'll go into space and place it down. Third time's the charm. Is that the saying? Copy you. Like to copy you. Thank you. And place you into my inventory. And now I should have it up here. So you can't do blueprints and take into space. That's kind of what I'm figuring out. Oh well. We'll just do the request ourselves then. And for this we need all the different kind of science. Let's see if we can't just do this all the way up. And we just have enough for all of them. That's perfect. Let's just do 60 of, or 20 of each. For now. Let's see, 20 of you. Because then we can get all the science delivered by the robots. And then they'll just take whatever we have. And the last one. So now this will just run its course. We'd like to upgrade this one as well before we're going into all of this, to be honest. Since this is very, very important. Then we need all of these. That one, all the things to do with rockets. And the next one is locked behind that one. So this is pretty much what we should work towards, since that is so good. And how do we figure out the rocket? Reduce the chance of rockets get damaged in transit. That's something we have to work with. And let's put down a rocket pad up here. Not quite sure if it's needed, but I feel it's something we might want to have. Oh, it's huge when you do it in space. There we go. Next payload ready to land. So hopefully this means that it won't crash and burn next time. That is kinda what I want. Can we do... yeah, 1 is fine for now. And then we'll test it out as soon as we get back to base. The science should just be running. I would like to copy paste it a few times so we have more science than just one running at a time. Since the power should be a non-issue up here. So if we just do it from over here. Just for now. I know it's not the most beautiful setup, but we just kinda need the power. So now we have probably not enough for 2, but let's just do a copy right here. Filling it up. And they are running at... oh, we have probably a ton of power. 300 kilowatts. Yeah, so now we have double science running. Should we just get a few more? Pretty much just copy that one over here. Just to get a bit more working. There we go. So let's leave these to do their job and then go back down to Earth and see if we can't bring some things up on this platform. But what does it say if I put down a second one? Cargo land pad. Seems it might be the same thing. Oh well, we will check it out. So where did my space capsule go? Right here. With this we should be able to go back to Earth and let science just keep working up here. How much science do we have up here? 1k. We have the network ground, then we have 1k space science to work with. This one takes 200 and we have in productivity modules. It gives us 24% more, so that should work. So let's go back to the ground and just let these guys do their thing. So here we are. Cargo rocket capsule. Let's see if we can figure out a cargo rocket capsule. Wait. Yeah, it's good. This one should be ready again. It is. It's filled with science. So our base should be running quite well. We have enough power to go through the day and night cycles. And we have a ton of robots just flying all over the place, trying to get all the items we need. And I can see that is not working at the moment. And is that just a lack of trains? It is. So let's just add some more to the track, because that's a stupid thing to lack. Hopefully we can do without any issues. Oh, that was a bit too close for comfort. So if we just do it right here, I should be able to add 3 just like this. And here and here. Then I'd like to grab some coal, please. We should have enough coal in base, we do. Add, and you can go to the depot. this should just start working. And hopefully this will mean that we can get more items in than we are already. If not, we will have to redesign some of our supply network at some point in the future. Because we are lacking iron, among other things. But we have down here that can quest 2 at a time. And we might need another way in and one out. But hopefully this will just work as it should. Good. Wonder what happens if I add too many trains. Will it just kind of jam up the entire system? That might be the case. And I'm kind of afraid that it can't deliver it fast enough. Just like this. So we might actually need to make dedicated supply cells at some point in the future. If this can't keep up. Or just increase how much it has in the buffer. But that is something for the future. But before we end the episode, let's just see if this helps on a robot issue. Now we can remove more items at a time. 3 instead of 2. So that should free up some robots. Even though they are all just kinda working insanely hard at the moment. And definitely needs more roboports to recharge. Luckily I've made it quite easy to do, just like this. Except right here we have the power poles. So we'll just leave it at that for now. Right here please. And we've done some at the top, and we can do some right here as well. There we go. That should make sure that it don't take too long to charge. But that is the issue we have a lot of places right now. It's pretty much just robots charging. But that will be fixed in a little while, as soon as we get all these robots sorted. And as you can see right now, we are sorting it very, very quickly. But we are also running out of resources extremely quickly. So hopefully this will work in the future. But until we figure out if this can even sustain a base, I will end the episode, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.